in to CNN, roll the tape of the president on the golf course. Here he is. So here you have the visual, right? The optics of president playing golf. And this is certainly not the first time. I can already see the tweets and hear the criticism from so many people thinking, are you kidding me? Given the humanitarian crisis going on in Iraq, president on the first tee.
Yeah, and it's worse than that. Welcome back to the Steve Malzberg Show. The president couldn't wait. Once he announced what we were doing in Iraq, he was he was there. He was on the golf course like a couple of hours later. It's unseemly. It's just unseemly to look at that. With our men and women overseas at war, a new military mission, our planes are bombing. There's always a chance, God forbid, our pilots are in harm's way. These people could have surface-to-air missiles. It's unseemly. It's beneath the office of the presidency. More.
You would think there would be better staffing, certainly. I mean, we all know that presidents take vacations, and presidents take vacations and they can operate and run the free world from their vacations. He's never actually on vacation. He's a serious guy. He's got all of his advisors with him, and everybody is a phone call away. He's still running the country. He's still running the free world. Right. The problem is to go out and start it and have cameras rolling on you from the first tee on Martha's Vineyard optically doesn't suggest the seriousness with which this humanitarian endeavor really calls for from the President of the United States.
Absolutely. I don't often agree with her. She's a rhino Republican, but I agree with her here. Even the other gentleman on the panel, who you would never expect to agree, sort of agrees. Watch.
There are certain issues you have to be in Washington for if you're dealing with members of Congress and trying to lobby them. But other than that, you can be president on vacation, and this is an issue that always emerges, but it looks bad. So his staff and he have to think about how the next few days take place.
The next few days are taking place on the golf course. There's no thinking about it. This is the in-your-face president. He doesn't care if he's an hour late for a press conference, 40 minutes late for an announcement. He doesn't care. It's always late. He's always late. It's consistent. He'll trade terrorists for an alleged deserter and celebrate it in the Rose Garden. And if you don't like it, too bad. I'm the president. I got a pen. You don't like it? Too bad. I'm the president. I'm playing golf. Too bad. You don't like it? I'm the president. Now, what ABC News did, watch.
Let's go to Martha's Vineyard now, where the president is on vacation with his family. In fact, he was seen playing golf hours after speaking to reporters about the situation in Iraq. And ABC News chief White House correspondent John Karl is there and doing the tireless on-vacation routine, which is a good look for you, John. Some Republicans are criticizing the president for hitting the links while our military is striking these targets in Iraq. Are these optics troubling for the White House staffers you're talking to?
All right. Now, Jonathan Karl is going to respond to Mr. Harris, and you're then going to hear Harris make a remark, and it's unfortunate. Watch.
Well, they're entirely unconcerned about it because their boss is entirely unconcerned about it, and even if they were, there's nothing they could do about it. He likes to get out and play golf. It was pretty remarkable. He got here and on the golf course in almost record time. I think we were on the island about an hour by the time he was already hitting off the first tee. But look, this is a criticism that presidents face over the years. The president who played golf, believe it or not, Dan, more than any other president was Woodrow Wilson. Of course, he was president during World War I.
And George W. Bush played his fair share of golf during the Iraq War as well.
Lie, 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 lie. In 2003, President Bush gave up golf because he said he wasn't going to sit there and play golf while mothers had their sons dying. Okay? So for him to say that gratuitously, of course, President Bush played his share of golf during the Iraq War as well. No, he didn't. Is that so hard? How could he not know that? How could he not know that? I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. It's just pretty amazing. He owes George W. Bush an apology. ABC News owes a correction to that story, that claim, that false claim. In fact, if you go back to the Washington Post, you can see the story on the day that George Bush decided no more golf. But don't tell it to ABC News. Nah, it's only the truth. We'll be back with more with the Vice President of the National Border Patrol Council. But first, this hour's American Moment, taking a look back.
spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. But what about the fake stuff? Splenda, Sweet and Low, and Equal are the most popular substitutes, providing less calories and more sweetener. But when it comes to the healthiest option, which one is the best for you?
So I don't think one or the other is better. I believe that for diabetics, artificial sweeteners can be very helpful for controlling their blood sugar levels. I think that if your body is able to digest sugar naturally, then you're better off having the real thing, even though there is going to be calories in it. I just recommend you have a smaller amount of the real sugar.
To maintain a healthy eating habit, learn to limit the amount of sugar intake you have, whether artificial or not. Remember, the less sugar you have, the less sugar your sweet tooth craves.